Hi, today I'm going to give a very brief introduction to property-based testing in Elixir. So, I asked on Twitter, which is the best free resource for learning about property-based testing in Elixir, and Victor Rodriguez answered with the string data docs and this module. So, in that link, you can find a reference to this book by Fred Ebert, Property-Based Testing with Proper Erlang and Elixir. And the site is this one, XUnit Properties. It explains some things that I still haven't had time to study, like check, property engine. So the very brief example I'm going to show here is this one. Suppose you have this property. For all A and B, where A and B are strings, and there is this function starts with that verifies, that returns true if a string is at the start of another string. So in this case, for every string A and B, the concatenation of A and B obviously starts with A. So this is always true. What can property-based testing do for us? It allows us to write something like this. You see, it's not that clear, but it's good enough. So the name of the test, I didn't like also the name of this test starts with, but it says, okay, for all A and B, where string data binary generates a random string. So for all A and B, which are random strings, and starts with of the concatenation of A and B and A. So this is verifying if this string starts with this string, so it always returns true. And check all, it runs by default 100 times. So in this case, it's going to generate 100 plus 100, it's 200 random strings, 100 for A, 100 for B, and for these 200 strings, it will check 100 times if this concatenation starts with this one. So what did I have to do? Let me now change here the screen. Okay. What you have to do in order to do property-based testing in Elixir. So if you are here, I suppose you already know how to create a project. I created a project and I added this line to mix.exs, importing the string data library. And in this case, I just did that. Example. Let me go back to the journal. You see here that we have the use XUnit properties. So besides adding string data, in your test pbt, the project I create is called pbt, and so it created a pbt test and use XUnit properties, and that's it. And differently from what's here, where you see there is starts with, in my code I had to do string dot starts with, of course, otherwise I would have to import string. So this is what I did. If I run this, let me go back to here. If I do mix test, It is running 100 times and it passed all tests. So in the future, I want to explore more about this property-based testing. It's only the beginning for me. I really like this idea, but I have heard about it a long time ago, maybe 2 or 3 years ago, because José Valim talked about that maybe in his talk on Elixir Brazil Conference 2018, maybe before, I'm not sure. And as I am a logic for computer science professor, teacher, and I really think this could be interesting for me and for my students. So see you next video. Bye bye.